I said at the end of June, I had every intention just to take my time with it, and I still feel the same way. Take my time and go through everything, and I have every intention to win in Edmonton. That's my only focus.
Did Connor McDavid just drop the hammer on his own future? The biggest star in hockey is heading into the season without a new deal. No talks, no timeline, no answers. And he says he's in no rush.
Connor McDavid says, quote, he has every intention of winning in Edmonton, end quote. How do you process that quote?
Right before the first puck drops, McDavid might have made the boldest move of his career, and it's got the NHL talking. Connor McDavid is the captain of the Edmonton Oilers. He is 28 years old. He was the first pick in the 2015 NHL draft. He has played every season with Edmonton since then. Right now, McDavid is in the last year of his contract. His current deal is worth $100 million. It was signed in 2017. It pays him $12.5 million each year. That deal ends on July 1st, 2026. But McDavid can sign a new contract now. He became eligible for an extension on July 1st, 2025. Even though he can sign, McDavid has not done that yet. He is still playing without a deal for the future. Reports say that no talks are happening. John Shannon, an NHL insider, said this on the 100% Hockey podcast. The negotiations haven't really started yet. They haven't started yet. He also said, it's not going to be announced in training camp. He's going to go into the regular season without a new contract. That means the Oilers will start the 2025-26 NHL season without knowing what happens next with their captain. McDavid spoke about his future during Team Canada's Olympic orientation camp in late August. He said, I have every intention to win in Edmonton. He also made it clear that he wants to take his time. He said, I'll take my time and go through it with my family, my agent, and everybody involved. This shows that McDavid is in no rush to sign. He wants to talk with the people close to him first. This is a big deal because McDavid is not just any player. He is the biggest name in the NHL. In the 2024-25 regular season, McDavid scored 100 points in just 67 games. That includes goals and assists. He also had 33 points in 22 playoff games. He reached 1,000 NHL points in November 2024. He did that in 596 games. That made him the fourth fastest player in NHL history to reach 1,000 points. In 2024, McDavid won the Conn Smythe Trophy. That trophy is given to the most valuable player in the playoffs. He won it even though his team lost in the Stanley Cup Final. The Oilers had a good season last year. They won 48 games. They scored 259 goals. They allowed 236 goals. McDavid led the team in assists. Leon Draisaitl led the team in goals and points. Even with strong numbers, the team lost again in the final. That puts pressure on everyone, especially McDavid. At this point, McDavid is still unsigned. He has not said when he will sign. No reports suggest a deal is close. With no deal signed, the Oilers face a major question. What happens if Connor McDavid waits too long? The team has built its roster around him. He is the captain. He plays more minutes than almost anyone. He runs the power play. He leads the team in assists every season. Without him, the team's future becomes unclear. McDavid has said he wants to win in Edmonton, but he has not promised to stay. That leaves the door open. Some experts say McDavid could earn $16 million or even $17.5 million per season on his next contract. That would be the highest in NHL history. Right now, he makes $12.5 million per year. McDavid's numbers show why he is worth so much. Since entering the league in 2015, he has scored 1,082 points in 712 games. That is the most in the NHL during that time. He has also been named the league MVP 3 times. His playoff numbers are strong too. He has 100 assists in 90 career playoff games. He has scored 34 goals in those same games. That gives him a total of 134 points in the playoffs alone. Many players talk about team success first. McDavid does that too, but contract talks still matter. The team needs to know if their top star will stay. If he leaves, the whole plan changes. McDavid says there is no timeline to sign. He says he wants to win, but he has not said when talks will start. The Oilers are trying to win the Stanley Cup. They came close 2 times, but they did not win. Some fans believe this could be their last big chance before major changes. If McDavid waits too long, other teams may get ready to make offers. If he hits free agency in 2026, he will be the top player available. Many teams would try to sign him. But for now, only the Oilers can talk to him. That is because he is still under contract. He is allowed to sign an extension now, but only with Edmonton. The team has said they want to keep him, but there have been no updates. No reports say a deal is close. Right now, everything is quiet. No contract, no timeline, no start to talks, just the season ahead. And with it, more pressure. Pressure on the Oilers to win. Pressure on McDavid to lead. Pressure on the front office to figure out the future. This is not just about one player. This could change the NHL. If McDavid stays, the Oilers remain a top team. If he leaves, everything shifts. But right now, all we know is this. The best player in the NHL is about to start a new season. And he's doing it without a contract for the next one. That's the decision. That's the hammer. And it's his to drop.
I said at the end of June, I had every intention just to take my time with it, and I still feel the same way. Take my time and go through everything, and I have every intention to win in Edmonton. That's my only focus.
This happened in late August 2025. A warning came from Elliotte Friedman that caught the whole hockey world.
Connor McDavid says, quote, he has every intention of winning in Edmonton, end quote. How do you process that quote?
Connor McDavid, the captain of the Edmonton Oilers, does not have a signed extension. Friedman said this could hurt the Oilers in a big way. The timing makes the story bigger. Training camps are about to open, and this news is already shaking Edmonton. As of the end of August 2025, no extension has been signed. Elliotte Friedman reported that this may not just be a contract issue. He said it could become a major distraction inside the Edmonton Oilers locker room. Friedman explained that when the best player in hockey does not have his future settled, it can affect more than management. It can touch every part of a team. He described it as something that could shake the Oilers locker room. The comments quickly spread across Canadian media and social platforms. Connor McDavid has been the face of the Edmonton Oilers since he was drafted first overall in 2015. He became captain in 2016, the youngest captain in NHL history at that time. Since then, he has scored 982 points in 645 career regular season games. His playoff record is also impressive, with 118 points in 74 games. These numbers show how central he is to Edmonton. The Oilers have reached the playoffs in 6 of the past 7 seasons, but they have not won the Stanley Cup during McDavid's career. Twice they reached the Western Conference Final, in 2022 and in 2024. Both times they fell short of the final. Friedman noted that entering a season with uncertainty about McDavid's future could hurt a team already trying to push past disappointments. The current contract for McDavid carries an average annual value of $12.5 million. This deal was signed in 2017. Since then, the salary cap in the NHL has grown, and other top players have signed massive extensions. Market projections suggest McDavid's next contract could surpass $15 million per year. That would make it one of the most expensive deals in league history. Friedman also highlighted the risk of timing. If the Oilers wait too long into the season, speculation will only grow. The Canadian media market is relentless when it comes to coverage. Every game would bring new questions. Every media session could include another reminder about McDavid's contract. That pressure, Friedman said, could wear on players who are trying to focus on winning. McDavid has not spoken publicly about his contract talks. The Oilers have not given any timeline for negotiations. Friedman explained that silence can sometimes make speculation worse. Without clear updates, fans and analysts begin to fill in the gaps. This is why the story has picked up so quickly. The distraction is not just about media questions. Inside the locker room, players may start to think about the future. Will McDavid sign long-term? Will Draisaitl? Will management have to break up the roster to afford extensions? Connor McDavid's value is not only measured in goals and assists. He drives ticket sales, merchandise, and television ratings. The NHL itself has marketed him as the face of the league. Bedard may be rising as a new star, but McDavid remains the best player in the game by numbers. This makes his contract one of the most watched stories in all of sports, not just hockey. Friedman also stressed how Canadian markets magnify stories. In Edmonton, every practice and game is covered heavily. If McDavid's contract becomes the top storyline, it can overshadow everything else. Young players who are trying to grow may find it harder to stay focused. Coaches who want attention on systems and preparation may be forced to answer contract questions instead. The Oilers' payroll situation is another part of the story. According to league data, Edmonton projects near the salary cap ceiling for 2025 to 2026. Adding an extension for McDavid above $15 million annually will require changes. Players may need to be moved. Contracts may need restructuring. Friedman said this financial tension could also become part of the locker room narrative. Fans have already reacted strongly. Online forums filled with posts about Friedman's comments. Many called the warning accurate, pointing to past examples in sports where star players without extensions created noise. Others argued that McDavid's professionalism would stop it from becoming a problem. Either way, the story has grown, with Friedman's words quoted widely. From a league perspective, McDavid's contract also matters for television partners and sponsors. His games draw some of the highest ratings in Canada. His highlights are used globally in marketing. If his future looks uncertain, broadcasters and business partners may also take notice. Friedman explained that this is why the contract saga is bigger than just Edmonton. It impacts the whole NHL. Right now, the Oilers' official stance has been quiet. General manager Jeff Jackson and team officials have only said they are focused on the season ahead. No one has provided details on extension talks. Friedman pointed out that this lack of detail does not stop the story. It actually fuels it. The less people know, the more speculation grows. History shows that unresolved contracts can dominate headlines. In past years, stars like John Tavares with the Islanders and Steven Stamkos with the Lightning had their contracts become season-long topics. Friedman used those cases as examples of how distraction can spread. In Tavares' case, he left New York as a free agent. The constant speculation was viewed as a major burden that year. The concern is that Edmonton may face something similar if McDavid's extension is not resolved. Every loss, every slump, and every mistake could be linked to the contract storyline. Every road trip could bring new rumors. Friedman's warning was direct. If the Oilers do not handle this soon, it could destroy their season before they even get started.
We know you weren't at the availability, but you watched it. What did you hear from McDavid about his future in Edmonton?
In August 2025, the hockey world stopped to watch one story. The Edmonton Oilers and their captain, Connor McDavid, are in talks for a deal so big it could set an NHL record.
Connor McDavid should ask for 16, 17, 18, whatever he wants, up to 20%. The reality is, with the cap going up as much as it is going to go in the next 6, 7, 8 years, even if Connor took 20% of the cap right now, it still would be a bad contract for him.
A number keeps coming up, $17.5 million a year. The clock is ticking, trade rumors are growing, and every team is watching what will happen next. Connor McDavid is the captain of the Edmonton Oilers. He has led the team for years and is known as one of the best players in hockey. Right now, his contract talks with the Oilers are not finished. On August 13, 2025, the Hockey News said the Oilers are reportedly still negotiating crucial aspects of Connor McDavid's contract, raising uncertainty about the long-term future of their star player. This means they have not agreed on important details yet. Reports say McDavid may not want a long deal. He is reportedly leaning toward a short-term contract extension instead of the maximum 8-year deal the Oilers prefer. Insiders think his next contract will be very large. Bolavip reported that his next deal could be worth $16 to $17.5 million annually, potentially setting a new NHL salary record. This amount would be more money than any player in NHL history has made in one season. NHL insider Frank Saravalli spoke about it. He said, "This is a pure spitball. I believe it will be somewhere between $16 to $17.5 million a year on a 4-year deal." He also said, "It could be anywhere from 2 to 8 years. I don't think they've ruled out 8. 4 years might be the sweet spot." Another hockey analyst, Jason Gregor, gave his view. He said he expects McDavid will sign, but won't be surprised to see a shorter term of around 5 years. AAV in the $15.5 to $16 million range. No matter the number, both think McDavid will likely be the highest paid player in the league when the deal starts in the 2026 to 2027 season. The timing of the deal might depend on Team Canada's camp. The Two Mutts Hockey podcast said the contract extension for Connor McDavid will most likely happen after the Team Canada orientation camp, which is August 26th to the 28th in Calgary. The plan is to announce the contract extension before the captain skates begin and training camp starts. Oilers general manager Stan Bowman is ready. He said, "We're very eager to do that whenever they're McDavid's camp ready. Connor has earned the right to choose when he wants to get into the details of it, and we're ready right now. He knows that. If the deal does not get done soon, trade rumors will grow. If extension talks stall, the Oilers may face pressure to consider trading their superstar forward. High-profile teams, such as the Toronto Maple Leafs, the $3.5 billion valued New York Rangers, and the Los Angeles Kings are reportedly potential suitors. Still, some compare this to one of the biggest trades in hockey history. In 1988, Wayne Gretzky was traded from Edmonton to Los Angeles. One report said, "This uncertainty has sparked comparisons to the historic 1988 trade." McDavid's possible salary will change how the league sees player contracts. Bolavip wrote that his next deal reportedly could break salary records, reshaping the team's cap strategy and impacting the league's top player market. The NHL salary cap will rise about 10% next year, reaching $97 million. This gives teams more room to pay players. Some say if McDavid waits, he could be the first player in the history to earn $20 million annual average value. The Oilers also have to think about other big contracts. Leon Draisaitl signed an 8-year deal worth $14 million a year, which was the highest in league history at the time. Having both Draisaitl and McDavid on huge deals would be hard under the salary cap. A short deal for McDavid could help. Even on a short-term agreement of 2 or 4 years, McDavid's next deal will most likely make him the NHL's highest-paid player when it takes effect in the 2026 to 27 season. If the Oilers and McDavid agree on a 4-year deal at $16 to $17.5 million per year, it will set a new record and force big changes to their roster plans. The talks in August 2025 are about more than just one player's pay. They could change the Oilers' future, affect other NHL contracts, and set a mark no player has reached before.
As you said, yeah, it's only been a couple of days since the season ended. Take some time to regroup. Talk to my agent a little bit and family and all that, and make some decisions whenever that time comes. But there's no rush.
Connor McDavid told reporters he wasn't in a rush to talk contracts. Now, weeks later, there's been nothing. With the team in off-season limbo and big names signing elsewhere, McDavid's silence now speaks louder than ever. The Oilers are waiting. The fans are waiting. But the captain still isn't saying anything. McDavid's silence is now a problem. And this silence could change everything for the Edmonton Oilers. Connor McDavid is the captain of the Edmonton Oilers. He is one of the best hockey players in the world. McDavid has played his whole NHL career in Edmonton since the team picked him first in the 2015 NHL Draft. His current contract is an 8-year deal worth $100 million. That deal ends in July 2026. Right now, McDavid still has 1 year left on that contract. He will be allowed to sign a new deal starting on July 1st, 2025.